In this video, I will be focusing on this objective from Chapter 5, Agriculture, Food Production, and Rural Land Use. Specifically, I will be touching on the following environmental issues related to agriculture. First of all, sustainability, which comes from sustainable agriculture, is the use of Earth's renewable and non-renewable natural resources in ways that do not constrain resource use in the future. This is threatened by all the previously stated environmental issues. Some issues we should already know of are soil degradation, overgrazing, reduction of biodiversity, and extensive fertilizer use. Pause the video now to briefly refresh your mind on these topics, or click on the links in the description for more info. On the other hand, there are two issues we might not know much about, one being river and aquifer depletion. An aquifer is a geological formation that contains or is connected to groundwater, and they usually supply water for springs, wells, etc. River and aquifer depletion refers to the overpumping of both those sources of water in order to supply agricultural fields. Overpumping water from these sources can be non-renewable, especially if the location has a rapidly growing population. This happened in China. In the North China Plain, there is an aquifer that produces more than half of the country's wheat and a third of its corn. Over time, environmental institutes calculated that the aquifer was dropping 10 feet of water per year. In specific cities near the Hebei province, the water level was dropping twice as fast. This is the major water source for this region of China, and without it, future sustainability is lost and production of wheat and corn will decrease dangerously. Next, we will discuss the effect of animal waste. Farm animals that we consume are usually kept on feedlots, or AFOs, where they are fed and fattened up. AFOs generate hundreds of pounds of waste per day. When the waste is stored improperly, it can seep into the ground or it can be washed into water sources by rain. Either way, the waste leads to the contamination of freshwater with diseases such as salmonella and renders it dangerous to use. This happened in Brown County, Wisconsin, where there are 41,000 dairy cows being raised there. In 2009, environmentalists determined that 100+ freshwater wells were contaminated with E. coli. This left the county without consumable water or water to grow crops for food. Their sustainability and health were lost.